plus 6x, and negative 3 times what gets me minus 3?
1.
Plus 1.
Oh, I totally didn't think that one through.
And now, I bring down the negative 3.
Can you just tell me you're just doing 3 times what equals 27, 3 times
What equals 18, and 3 times what equals negative 3, yeah?
But then why isn't...
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this actually fits this pattern up here. This fits the pattern. This is our first one that fits the pattern. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared.
No.
Yeah? We'll try it in FOIL to be sure. But,
That's not the same. Where's the AB at? Like
okay, if I make my A 3x. If I say A is 3x, what's 3x squared?
Where's 3x at?
Okay,
That's 9.
hold on a sec. Jordan, stay with me here.
Squared.
I'm trying to see if 9x squared can be the same as a squared.
Oh, okay.
So if 9x squared is the same as a squared, a would have to be 3x, right?
Okay.
And b squared would have to be the same as 1. So the square root of 1 is 1. So b would also be 1.
Why is B 1?
Because b squared is also 1, and 1 squared is...
I thought B had to have an X next to it.
Nope. It doesn't have to. It can be...
Usually
that
it
still doesn't make sense. Because if
You're talking
you're multiplying 2a and b, even though if b
You're
is
going to get
1,
2 times 3x times 1, right? Is that 6x?
Yeah.
So what's 18?
The 18 was before we took out the minus 3. We're just looking at this part, Jenny, after we pulled the minus 3 out. And what we're trying to do, lady, is we're trying to see if 9x squared plus 6x plus 1 can be the same as a squared plus 2ab plus b squared.
Oh,
I
God.
hate that.
Reason why is because this breaks down to a plus b times a plus b. So if this works, which it does, this breaks down to 3x plus 1 times 3x plus 1, and this is fully factored.
I actually never thought of it that way.
But then
I'm
where
so
does
lost.
the 6 come in?
I know.
Where does the 6 come in? Okay, I'll show you where this thing. There's 2 ways I can do this. First, does the 6x line up with the 2ab? Well, let's check. 2 times a times b would be 2 times 3x times 1. What is 2 times 3x times 1?
6. 6X.
6x, so that middle term works. Now, if you want a
No.
quick explanation,
I'm saying the bottom one.
the bottom one, this one here,
Yeah, the bottom, like 3.
This one?
Yeah.
where does the 6 come in from this?
Yeah, like there's no 6 there.
What would happen if you FOILed this, though? What would your first be?
3X. I think 6X squared.
9x squared. What would your outer be?
4X.
It'd be 3x,
Times 1, not plus 1.
3x.
3x. What would my inner be?
3X.
Okay, what would my last be? What's 1 times 1?
2.
1.
Dude, now you're messing with me. 1. Okay, so this would be 9x squared
6X.
plus 6x plus 1. You're thinking like the old foiling patterns we did before we put a number in front of the x squared. Because if there, I mean, you're right, if with this 9 wasn't here, this would be impossible. What multiplies to 1 and adds to 6? Nothing. But because this 9 is here, that's why we don't use that rule anymore when we have a number here. And that's why we start looking for patterns like this. You with me, darling? This is non-trivial. By which I mean, it's hard. There used to be a Barbie doll. It had a string and a, you've seen the talking Barbie dolls?
Did you
Okay.
have one as a kid?
No, I did not. There is one that got Mattel, the company that makes Barbie, into trouble because you pulled the string, and one of the things Barbie said was, "Boy, math sure is hard." And Mattel got in trouble because they thought they were perpetuating the stereotype that girls are bad at math by making this doll that complained about math. Pardon?
Aren't girls supposed to be good at math?
Girls are getting better at math every year, but it used to be that girls were considered worse at math than boys, and they wondered whether that was genetic or just because girls were told for so many years, don't worry about it, you're just going to get married anyway. But now, they're not saying that to girls anymore. They're saying, don't trust men, they won't take care of you. Be ready to have your own career. Dina, can you follow me back this way?
Oh,
But in the late 80s, that was actually a big stink about Barbie is sexist and discriminatory towards women because she complains that math is hard.
Oh my god, people are such.
I don't think I've ever met a girl who wasn't smarter than me.
Ha, ha.
Everyone bite their tongue, we're recording this, and let's move on to number 42. Okay, 42. 32 minus 18x squared. Does this fit one of those patterns? Not yet, it doesn't actually.
Well, not those, but I know it.
Mr. Bubble, I know it.
What, tell me.
I don't know. What are you gonna ask?
But, I don't know, never mind.
Is there a greatest common factor
Two.
I can pull out of both of these? 2 is correct. And that's going to be 2, what's left? 2 times what is 32?
8, 16.
16. And Brandon, 2 times what gets me negative 18x squared?
Watch Nick say it.
9.
2 times what equals
Get quiet. Negative 18x squared.
9.
Not just 9, you got to have the minus 9x squared.
wouldn't it be negative?
Well, because the first one's positive, I'm going to go, you could actually do, this one you could actually do that way. But when the first thing is positive, I go ahead and leave it alone. The only reason I pulled out a negative over there was because it started negative, and I don't like them when they start negative.
But if you turn it around, don't you have to pull
Yes.
it out negative? Okay, just.
Yes, if you want to, but we don't have to turn this one around.
Can I try doing it?
I know, if I were graphing the parabola, I would, but in this case we don't have to.
You have to stay on track with what you're teaching. You can't just like switch patterns.
It's the thing, it's all the same pattern, so I'm trying to see that. And the lady, what do you think it goes from here?
Okay. Parentheses.
Yeah?
And then 4.
Uh-huh.
Wait, 4 minus.
Yeah?
Correct.
Jordan, relax.
3x.
Okay. And then?
What?
12 plus 3x.
Very good. Excellent, because it fits the top pattern, the difference of squares.
Is that supposed to?
Alright, that's 42.
Can we do one on the board?
Now number 40, not yet. I want to make this record. We're facing this board now, right, Dina? Thanks. Okay, 40. Okay, now we're getting into a little bit simpler. Y squared plus 12y equals, not equals, plus 36. Nick, does that fit any of the patterns up there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one? The first one, the second one, or the third one?
Wait.
Ooh,
No.
is it this one?
Does it fit the first one, the second one, or the third
That
one?
one?
This one right here.
Is this one?
It's the
What are you doing?
first, second,
Pick one and commit, Nick.
third,
I don't see a minus sign anywhere, Nick.
second.
Second one, okay. Now, if it's the second one, okay, pay attention on this part here. If it's the second one, if this lines up with a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, Jordan, I'm going to ask you a question that might be tricky. If y squared lines up with a squared, then what is a supposed to line up with?
12.
Nope.
Why?
Got it on the second try. Stop guessing. All right,
I don't
now.
want to say why. Maybe it sounds stupid.
The lady, if the 36 lines up with the b squared, then b must be equal what? B squared works out to 36. What does b have to be?
I got it now, Isabella.
B squared, something times itself is 36.
6.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
told him Isabella.
Now, here's, stop. Here's our double check. 2ab then is going to be 2
Oh.
times y times 6. And what's that?
12.
12
12y.
Where did the 6 come from?
Wait,
Is
how
B?
come
The b, yeah.
Is B always 6?
No.
the AY?
Okay.
How did you get A and B?